This YouTube show is about two brothers from regional Australia, an accountant and a trader. Together, they have developed groundbreaking trading indicators under the moniker AlphanumetriX. Watch each week as they manage a $50,000 portfolio and battle against the S&P 500.
Been a while. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the AlphanumetriX YouTube channel. Once again, I have to apologize for my absence in the last month or so. Work's been killing me, but you know, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I tell you what, I've been missing you guys. I hope the feeling's mutual. Massive show today to go through so much that's happening in the charts. Bitcoin's been pretty boring the last month anyway, and it's starting to cook it now. So let's get straight into the charts and see what they look like in terms of AlphanumetriX. Let's go. Alright, let's kick off the way we always do on the 3-day time frame, looking at AlphanumetriX here for Bitcoin. Very quick recap on what we were at, where we were at, and where we're heading. So as you know from previous shows, we got out of the all trades at around 60,000. We came down, we bought in perfectly off the green diamond on the 3-day time frame. But as the bearish cross came in on the daily time frame, we pulled that trade at around I think it was like 40, 41 or something like that. When we came down, we ended up putting a short on here, and I was about 20 grand up in this short. And while I was asleep, I woke up with a stop loss being triggered in about 8 grand's profit. Immediately reverted to a long trade. I was in about 20 grand's profit, more than nearly 30 grand's profit here. Same thing happened, woke up, bang, triggered with a about an $8,000 profit there as well. But in the interim, when we came up to here, the wave turned green, which was really, really positive. So when we came back down into the green wave again, I didn't go short again. At that time, I started accumulating Bitcoin inside the green wave. And as we've come back up, we are probably a good kick on today. We'll see a bullish cross here on the 3-day time frame. Otherwise, I expect it to come in either tomorrow or the preceding day when the new 3-day candle starts. Really, really positive structure here for Bitcoin. Now, this could be eliminated with a massive crash down, and that won't cross, and the whole thing turns back down, and it repeats that bearish posture again. But the difference between these bearish postures and this bearish posture in my books, in the AlphanumetriX books, is that the wave is now turned green. So putting it on auto for a second, you can see the difference here with the green wave. You always want to be buying inside the green wave. So the ideal buy signals for AlphanumetriX are the bullish crosses on the daily, 12-hour, weekly time frame, 3-day time frame, like you see here. But there's also the ways to use AlphanumetriX to buy against the trend, which is the best thing you can have is like a 3-day or a weekly green diamond. And then the next step, better than a little bit less good than that, but still buying it with more confidence, is to buy inside the green wave. Is a tremendously positive step in using AlphanumetriX. Finally, with the bullish cross thereafter. So there's 3 buy zones here, 1, 2, 3 in my books. And as you can see through history, 1, 2, we never got back into the green wave here, which makes this such a good buy, because in previous times we've never actually been able to purchase Bitcoin inside the green wave, and that's only happened due to the fact that we had such a long period of time here that was able to draw those moving averages into position, allowing us to purchase inside the green wave. So I am actually fully long, 100% long, on a leverage trade using float here on the AlphanumetriX secondary indicator. This is my leverage position, so it's a $146,000 position, 2x leverage. It's in $16,000 unrealized profit, 22% profit at the moment, or 0.366 profit. You know, that's a nice trade, and I'm really liking this position to get into a long term trade for Bitcoin. And then on my spot position, I have about 150,000 that I bought around that 39 mark, which I'm still in, hoping to stay in for a really long time as well. So just getting ready to float for a second. This looks really clean. What I really want to see as we click over to the weekly time frame is that in 20 hours time that we can get a close above this red line, which is the 30 exponential moving average. That would mean we're having, for the first time in a long time, in a really long time, we'll be having a close above all my moving averages. I mean, there's not much you can say more positive than that. Is the start of a new trend. Going over to the MRI, Vays' MRI for a second. On a weekly time frame, his indicator with a green 2 above a green 1 and a green star candle concurs with my my positiveness in this whole trend reversal here, back to the bullish momentum. Okay, there's a few other things that we'll look at here that are really indicating that as well. If you come down to the RSI here, when we clicking over in these positions, look at, I want you to take note of these sort of positions here when we start to break above the 7 EMA on the RSI. That's a positive sign. The Copic curve as well, we want to see it get above the 0 mark here, like it has here and here in previous times, which you can see have been really positive steps. Here, back to here. If that comes back over, we're looking really good again. So all in all, I'm extraordinarily positive in this. We did get a fair bit of chop on the daily time frame with AlphanumetriX recently, and it's kind of like, it's kind of one of those things that on the daily time frame, it is a bit choppy, to be honest. It's if you're just if you like to swing trade and use AlphanumetriX on the daily time frame, I wouldn't blame you, because although you get these things here where it's chopping you in and out a fair bit, you do get these as well. You get the short here, you get the long here, you get the short here, you get the chop zone here where you might lose a bit, and then you crack on to another one. So they're worth doing as long as you're really strict with stopping out. But on the daily time frame, you can see this really clearly here. The bullish cross, and then you got chopped out here, and then you re-enter inside the green wave for another exceptional trade here. So all in all, I'm really liking what I'm seeing on Bitcoin on the daily, the weekly, and of course the 3-day time frame. Alright, crossing over to Ethereum now for a quick glance. There's nothing really more to talk about here. It looks like a carbon copy of Bitcoin. You'll notice that the wave is not green yet, but that's a day or a few $100s away from turning green. I know that just by looking at it. All the moving averages are starting to move up. We are days away from getting another bullish cross here. I'd love to get above the 50 exponential moving average. This has had more of a good correction, and it did print and leave on the green diamond here, which is fantastic as a buy signal. We'll look back at this and say that was the buy signal. I did buy there, but I got out of my Ethereum trade up here at 3,000, and I used that capital to buy back into Bitcoin. It's the first Ethereum trade I'd had in about 4 years, and then when I saw Bitcoin inside the green wave, and I wanted to buy Bitcoin. I ended up just using the capital that I had used for Ethereum previously just to buy more Bitcoin, and I haven't thought about it again. So, but yeah, look, this looks poised as well to have a really blue sky breakout here. I don't think it's going to be, they're not going to let you, it's not going to be easy. They're not just going to let you simply buy here at a bullish cross and then just let you run on to, 100k Bitcoin in a straight line. It's never going to be that easy. You got to have a bit of fortitude about you to stick in a trade for like this long without having great success and having been teased all the way through. But patience does tend to pay off, as you all know, in cryptocurrencies. That's why I don't spend any time looking at hourly charts or 4-hour charts. I glance at them throughout the day, of course, but I definitely don't trade off them. I mean, looking at Ethereum here on the weekly time frame, it looks very much the same. That's it. As the 7 exponential starts to curl up, and we start to see the 30 starting to curl as well, the 50s plateauing and moving up. We want all of these to move up, cross each other, and be one above each other. You get a situation that happened here, and try and hold these trades for like this kind of period of time. This is a weekly time frame. I mean, this is the perfect trade in hindsight, of course, but I mean that's 91 weeks you were in this Ethereum trade and just experienced sensational sensational gains from go to what? I mean, it's 3,000%. Are we going to get that again? I don't know. Maybe not. But either way, the principle is correct, and I think this phantom indicator will be coming in the next few weeks as well. So I mean, it's all starting to look up across the board here. It's typically a time to be concerned. If you were trying to pepper in with the green wave coming in, I'd be starting to see pullbacks now as buy. Good times to accumulate. Where here, it was a worry to accumulate, and you could get the green diamond, but you were going against the trend. Where now, as the wave turns green and all the dips that come in now all start to look like buy the dip opportunities. Where here they were more of a concern, and on Bitcoin you can see that quite clearly. Yeah, so just back here on Bitcoin now, but back in time as well to 2016, you can see as the wave goes from red to green and we get the bullish crosses, all of these become pullback opportunities, where this one isn't because it's red, so we don't know if that's going to crash with a bearish signal. We don't know, but then it recovers, the wave turns green again, and then all of a sudden all these pullbacks become good buy the dips. The confidence of that green wave, the trend is not exhausted yet, it's just a pullback, and especially you can see really well here in hindsight how we remained above. We didn't close below that 50 exponential moving average, so we came down and retested it. So I like to set, while the wave is green, I actually like to set, if I want to add to the position, buy orders off either the 30 or the 50, because we tend to retest it, but then see how the wave turns red and then it becomes really unknown. These are no longer buy the dips until you see something like a green diamond, which is exhaustion. Then it rinse and repeat. It's just the same system over and over again. Bullish cross, green wave, phantom indicator. Start to look at these buy the dips. Stay away. Bullish. All these become buy the dips now. Again, because the wave is green. Again, we stay away. Good pullback. So that's what I'd like to see. We'll have pullbacks and stairs the whole way up. Of course we will. But while the wave is green, I have confidence that the trend is still intact. And at the moment, we're in a bullish trend. So, alright guys. I'm going to switch back over. I'm starting to lose my voice. Alright guys, that's another show for the week done. Today's show was all over the place. My voice, I'm losing my voice, and I don't know. Out of practice talking in front of camera. But hopefully we're back now, and I like what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. I think this is really exciting. I'm glad we got in off that green wave. I'm hoping to stay in the trade for a really long time. It might just happen that I wake up in the morning and I'm wicked out again, like I was in the last two trades, and just take what I get. But the posture looks different this time, and I'm starting to feel really confident about this trade. Thanks so much. AlphanumetriX.com for more information. We'll keep in touch. We'll see you soon. Thanks guys. McGregor signing off.